what's going on, guys? My name is Corey, aka Blockchain, and I am a full-time professional trader. And I wanted to just make sure I did a quick video for a very exciting announcement. I am actually going to be giving away one of my master classes at the end of this month. It's a $500 value, completely free to you. All you have to do is make sure you comment, subscribe, smash the likes on this video, and you will be entered to win. I will be doing the drawing at the end of the month for one lucky winner, and all you have to do is support my YouTube channel here. So make sure you smash the likes, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and you will have an automatic entry to the free masterclass. And yes, you can do it on multiple videos. So each time you do it on one of my videos, it will give you an entry. So the more, the better. So again, guys, smash the likes, hit that subscribe, ring that little bell, comment below, and good luck. And let's go ahead and dive into the charts. So before we dive into the chart specifically, we are starting off on the blockchaintrading.com, where I do want to make sure we highlight the #1 trading strategy that's completely free and profitable and reliable in any market. So make sure you jump on there, hit the little get in touch. I'll actually get a video demonstration of my #1 strategy that'll be a completely free walkthrough. So if you have not checked that out yet, make sure you jump on there. We also got the gear, and of course the New Wave Traders Discord, where we actually have a bonus 14-day trial for just $25. And then of course the masterclass, which you saw in the intro. I am going to be giving away one masterclass this month, so make sure you guys smash the likes, hit that comment, and subscribe as well. But here's the details of what's in it. Overall total is gonna be a $500 value. I'll be giving away completely for free, so make sure you guys jump on there. Of course, testimonials, all that kind of good stuff. So lots of good stuff on the website. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we are currently looking at the weekly, and if you recall from the last video that we were looking at, I had 14.2 as a top for this overall move right here, and we got up to 14.175, I believe 170, somewhere in there, so just shy, just barely missed that trend line right there. From up here on the top for that 14.2, but I mean within $25, that's not too bad. Got there a little bit sooner than what I was expecting us to, but still, from an overall 14.2 is what I'm looking at before we start to have some kind of correction. So being that this is the weekly, we do have this candle that's forming right here that would potentially be a hanging man. Now there's still a lot of time within the week for this to turn into something completely different, but there is potential for this to be a a pretty good reversal candle for a hanging man up here. So it's something that I'll be paying attention to. So if we go into the daily and take a look at just some of the overall wave structure here, and if you have been following my videos and my accounts from before, I've been looking at this as a corrective pattern. Biggest thing is right here, I can't make a clean 5-wave move out of this, but one thing that I did find is pretty interesting is if you do look at Elliott wave at all, and we pull a fib retracement from high to low. Let's go all the way across here. You can see that we did, obviously we have this move right here, and then we have the 1.382 and the 1.618. And this is pretty common for what's called a waterfall effect in regards to a complex correction. Basically, I would look at this as a double zigzag, really. So overall, would be something along the lines of this here, and basically we would have our 3-wave move. So our A, our B, our C, A, B, C, and our A, our B, and our C. So overall, that's roughly what I'm looking for this to be. Um, this pretty clear 5 wave move. This again pretty clear 5 wave move. Ultimately comes down to the question is if this was for where we're at right now is a wave four, or if this is kind of just some consolidation at the top, kind of similar to what we did here, and then we start to make our move to the downside. But overall, I'm looking at this as ultimately a double zigzag, corrective pattern, and potentially can start to finish off the move to the downside. So there's always a bullish count and a bearish count. Bullish count would be this is wave four, and we'll get one more leg up to finish off wave five, and see where that could potentially be. But if we do get another leg, looking at potentially a 4 into a 5. If this is an ABC for a zigzag here, normally we'll see it fall within up to the 1.618, which puts us at really 15.1, right up here in this range. But it'll also break this. This has been a pretty heavy trend line that we've been following for the entire way up. From a indicator standpoint, you can kind of see that from where we've been at up here, even though that we have been climbing in price action, we have been seeing some of the indicators and oscillators resetting, which is fairly common for a fourth wave. But you can also see we did do it right here as well, where we were resetting, dropping lower, but price action was still going higher. We can potentially be creating some of that divergence. But also a note to look at as well is we do have some bearish divergence on the daily, where we do have a lower high for where we're at here on the RSI, but a higher high in price. Now one more leg up, and that'll wipe out that bearish divergence on the daily. So just something to keep in mind of, and something to pay attention to. And I think ultimately the smaller time frames will give us a little bit better indicator if we know if we're going to get another kick up or not. Obviously with the elections and all that kind of stuff going on, we'll see what that ultimately can do. It seems to be pretty mixed at the moment in regards to ultimately what the market wants to do. But we'll see and pay close attention to that. So let's drop on down to the 4 hour here. All right, so now that we are on the 4 hour, a couple things that I want to look at and pay attention to is a big one right here on the RSI. You can see that we have found support on the edge of the bearish control zone, and we did move back up on top of the on the upper end of the bullish control zone, back down, tested bearish, and then ultimately right here I'm going to look for us to see what kind of response we get up here on the top of or right underneath the bullish control zone. If we have a rejection here, that is normally going to indicate your reversal, and then we'll see continuation to the downside and fall into the bearish control zone. So it'll be something to pay attention to on the higher time frame that I'm personally going to be looking at. And if we look at some of these, some of the resistance points, let's see, we have our first one right up here at 14.1. Yeah, give us a nice little double top here. Let's see, 14.4 and basically 15K is what we're looking at. In regards to all right, sorry about that. Had to flip the video. Didn't look like it was working. So anyway, So looking back on this, I mean, obviously we do have a few trend lines in regards to some support and some resistance from where we are right now and the overall consolidation. On the 4 hour for what we're looking at potentially retesting the top of the bullish control zone, or I'm sorry, the bottom of it, as well as the top right up here, which is also where the volume band lines is as well. So we could get one more kick up, and I mean, honestly, we could even be looking at just an ending diagonal right here, where we get back up here, somewhere within here, probably not touch the very top, but it might set a slightly new high, and then go ahead and just roll back on over and finish this guy up. One scenario that we're looking at, the other scenario is where this one right here, basically got our 1, 2, down here, this is our third, this is our fourth, and then this right here would be the fifth, and then we would have an A, a B, and a C right here, and then this potentially could be starting like our wave one of the fifth wave that could launch us up past this channel here and start looking at targets north of 15K. So really right here is going to be an important thing to watch. Same thing, or important price point to watch, as well as on the RSI, the CB index, we are getting up there a little bit, but CB index it doesn't really have a range, so that's something that it can shoot up quite high. But with the way that it is reset, we've tested the bearish control zone 3 times, and then with a nice bounce on this one. So would expect for us to at least get up to 14.4 if this is going to be an ending diagonal. Boom. Potentially a pit stop right here at 14.1 again for the new high, consolidate for like a fourth wave, get one more kick up to 14.4, and then potentially roll on over from there. So near term, roughly what I'm looking for. Even let's drop on down to the 1 hour, see what these guys are saying. I mean, this right here, I mean, that looks a very 3-wave, actually. So if that can't be, wave 1 if it is 3. So that would be something else. We could, potentially just do another flat correction in here for an A and B, and then coming up for a C. But still would look for us to get up to that 14.1, test that channel, even if that is an ABC. About right there. So kind of put us up towards the 1.618, so it is still possible for us to get up there. And you can see right here on the 1 hour where we did have a little bit of a bounce and getting that one more kick up. See what that turns into, where if we can get up back above the bullish control zone or not. So ultimately, that's roughly what I'm looking for. I'd like to see us make the move up to that 14.4, finish this guy off as a potential ending diagonal, and roll back over. But I think ultimately I guess the elections and that kind of stuff will play a big role in regards to what ultimately the market decides it wants to do, as there's a lot of indecision at the moment. So those are my thoughts, guys. Really, ultimately, what I am looking for is also, as always, if you like the content, make sure you smash the likes, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell. Leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.